Hey, welcome to another innovation production. This is the Elecom DEFT M-DT2URBK. Not a very inspirational name, but what this is it's a trackball. So it's a trackball similar to my Elecom trackball or MX Ergo trackball. Now this one is wired, but there is a wireless version. But this trackball is actually a finger trackball. So you actually use your two fingers to navigate as opposed to a thumb trackball, which is the more common kind of trackball. Now, the reason why I bought this trackball was that I've been using the thumb trackball quite a bit, and because I was working from home, it was actually causing me a bit of thumb pain. All right. Now, the reason why I got away from a regular mouse was because many years ago, using dual screens and working 8 hours a day, I got a bit of wrist pain. So I started using the trackball, the thumb trackball. And for the longest time, there was no issues. But last year, during the lockdowns, working from home 8 hours a day, and after a while, got a bit of thumb pain. So that's why I bought this one, because it's a finger trackball and it's using different movements in your hand. Now, if you don't know, Elecom is actually a Japanese brand, and they make lots of trackballs, left-handed, right-handed, thumb trackballs, and finger trackballs. Now, this one is pretty cool. I quite like it. I mean, it's taken me a while to get used to using my two fingers as opposed to a thumb. You see, the transition from a traditional mouse to a trackball is quite a big transition and takes a while to get used to. I've seen people, when they see this thing, they're trying to move it like a normal mouse. But I think the transition from a thumb trackball to a finger trackball is less than a transition from a mouse to a thumb trackball. Now I'll show you the various functions that this trackball has. Obviously, you got a trackball here. Over here, you've got the right click button, and the left click button is all the way down here. And that kind of works because of the way you're holding it, left and right key. At the top, you've got 3 function keys. Over here, you've got a forward and back key, which you can also customize using the software, which I'll show you later on. Over here, you've got the DPI settings to have it very slow or faster. And of course, you've got a left and right using the scroll wheel, and also a click button with the scroll wheel. So quite a few buttons there. And the beauty is you can actually customize all these buttons using the software, which you can see on the left here. Now, when it comes to computer peripherals, I think software makes a big difference. A good piece of software can actually really enhance the functionality of a device. For example, I've got the Tartarus V2 from Razer, and you can completely customize all the buttons in that, which makes it very useful. Anyway, back to the Elecom. So over here, when you click on a function, it will highlight which button or wheel is actually referring to. And you can actually assign one of the buttons to a presentation mode. And the presentation mode is another mode that you can activate by pressing the button that you've allocated. So you can actually use it for PowerPoint. So you've got 2 different user modes, the standard mode and then the presentation mode. So gestures is quite interesting. You can actually add mouse gestures, like mouse movements, to trigger shortcuts. So for example, I've allocated this movement here to trigger my computer, to open up my computer. So I'll hold down the gesture button, and I go down and I go up, and it's opened up my computer. And you can do it for any number of directional gestures with your mouse. So I think that's pretty cool. So there you go. This is the Elecom DEFT M-DT2URBK finger trackball. And I think it's pretty cool. If you're interested in getting it, please check out the links below. Thanks for watching.